HKM Music for the super chat. He said to me, it's a big red flag that Ten Hag wants Mount. I get he wants to play a certain way, but there are definitely better players for Mount at 65 million. Chelsea want 100%. I don't think you'll find many Manchester United fans that disagree with that.
Yeah, it's a big. I'm obviously like Ten Hag, love what he's doing. We'll back him on players that I don't know. But in regards to Mason Mount, I've watched him enough at Chelsea. I've spoken to enough Chelsea fans. I've spoken to enough rival fans. He is not good enough for where we're trying to go. He is not good enough. The fact I look at the Mount deal the same way I look at the Havertz deal makes no sense for the Bayern club. Makes zero sense. Zero. I don't get it. Yeah, Chelsea just finessing everybody. It's mad.
Yeah, it's a bit brazy, bro. I can't believe it. Like, there's not a single part of me here that understands the Mount signing. Do you know what I mean? Because effectively, you're bringing him in. He's just a less progressive Bruno Fernandes, bro.
They're
Like
the same
the
style.
same player. They just run around, yeah, put pressure on players, and that's it. And then lose the ball.
Cover every blade of grass. Both
And then lose
not
the ball.
technically sound, yeah, and then lose the ball. All their better attributes are off the ball. So, like,
Yeah.
I've already said this. Like, what's crazy is the criticism that Manchester United fans, including ourselves, have of Bruno. If you listen to Chelsea fans criticize Mason Mount, it's the exact same. And then on the flip side of that, when you hear Manchester United fans praise Bruno Fernandes and you hear Chelsea fans praise Mason Mount, it's the exact same people. Just take the name out. It's the exact. That shows you how similar of a players they are. Who's better or not is a whole different conversation. However, we're not like he's a terrible signing. I'm not with it. And what was that last comment? Did man say Havertz? We haven't seen him play yet. Is that what that last comment said?
Man said, let me get it back up.
Yeah. Like,
man said he's reserving judgment. End of the day, Arsenal played the best football last season. He's got skill. He just needs to work much harder. That's what he said.
Okay, so if Arsenal this summer, this transfer window, I killed this dead were to sign Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, and me and Rants came on here and said, we don't know if they're going to hit at Arsenal and we're reserving judgment, what would the chat say? You know what I'm saying? They were to sign Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Casado, and we were like, we don't know if they're going to be good there. We're reserving judgment until the last day. Man would say you're hating their quality players. So if we can do that with quality players, why can't we do that with poor players? It's a bad signing.
This is it. I feel like I just feel like we've seen enough of Kai Havertz here that we don't need to reserve judgment any longer.
Yes. No, we don't need to. Man's got 19 goals in 3 years. He's yet to hit double figures in a Premier League season for Chelsea. Yet to. Bear in mind, he scored what? I think it's 7, 8 goals. 2 of those were penalties.
He's awful.
He's so bad. Did you see the stats got put out? And like in the stats, people were hyping him up. It said most flick-ons. I was like,
nah, man didn't say most flick-ons.
It said most flick-ons in the tweet, fam. It said most flick-ons.
Yeah.
It said most flick-ons. Yep.
That's exactly. Them Emil Heskey stats. You know them.
This is what
them things don't even make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't even make sense. Now they're saying Tonali to Newcastle. Before it was Barella to Newcastle. And now I see someone in the chat saying that Barella's been linked to Man United. I don't know if that's true, though. I haven't seen the links myself. But if we were linked with him, that would definitely be instead of Mason Mount.
I hope so. Because we also got linked to, I seen it, I don't know if you've seen it today, Declan Rice. Reports were saying that it was going to be cash plus a player. So it was like cash plus McTominay.
I haven't seen that. But I did fucking say that Man United were going to get linked with like 200 man before the window's closed.
Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
It's always silly season, bro.
Facts. It's the same every single season. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Most flick-ons. Oh, big up my man for the super chat. He said Havertz reminds me of Morata. For some reason, top clubs always in for them. Fair play to Todd B for clearing out. To do that fast is incredible. Yeah, Morata's, you know what it is? Because Morata and him are very similar in the sense that fundamentally, yeah, they both are technical, innit? They're both technically sound players. So when you look at their just fundamentals, yeah, you would think that, yeah, they should be good players. But they're not. You know, the ones there, like, and a lot of the time it's something in their head, innit? It's something mentally that hasn't clicked. It's not that they don't have the technical ability to be good players. It's just something upstairs, yeah, like something short-circuited, innit? The maths aren't mathing up there.
I've heard Lewis mention this, and he spoke about Kai Havertz, and he said, yeah, what you mentioned in regards to him being technically sound, and it's motivation. It's a mental. side of things, because what they have, again, if you put them, it's just the wrong era for them. I talk about it all the time. If you, especially in the Premier League, are not athletic, not pace and power, your other attributes have to be extremely good. And that's the problem that Kai Havertz has. That's the problem that you mentioned, Morata. We've seen it there with João Felix, who technically ticks all the boxes. From a technical aspect, João Felix is cold. Now he's being linked with Wolves.
From a technical aspect, he's one of the best players in the game right now.
One of the best in the game.
That's not enough.
You need more than that. Yeah, it needs to be much more than that. Like, you have to be. And that's the problem with Kai Havertz. Even when I went to the United Chelsea game and I watched him, and it's like, you just offer no threat.
Yeah.
Because it's not even like he's an off the bench player. Like, even go back to Arsenal, you can say, yeah, off the bench, he'll give you something. Eddie Nketiah off the bench is a better option. You know what I'm saying? The goal Eddie Nketiah scored against us late, Havertz don't score that.
You're right. Bro, Garnacho's a better option off the bench than fucking Kai Havertz.
You know what they offer off the bench because of their directness and being willing runners and being quick. And Kai Havertz don't offer that. And then on the flip side, it's not like he's a great player, like link-up player. It's not like he'll drop deep like a Kane and hit a through ball. Like, his goals and assists show you that. And people say, oh, he did well at Leverkusen. It's like, the levels at Leverkusen is much different to the expectations at Chelsea or an Arsenal. It's a bad side.
100%.
I can't wait to see him in an Arsenal shirt.
No, 100%, bro. You know what I mean? Big up everyone in the chat, bro. Get them likes up to 500. You got over, what, 1.1k in here already. You lot make sure you get the flipping lights up, bro. You freeloaders, man. Man are doing this every episode. You know, like that man are just sitting there, blood. You know, them man there that bring food into the cinema and that, bro. Fucking freeloaders, man. Hey, man come in with their Sunday roast in the cinema, you know. Man don't want to buy no popcorn and that. What's wrong with you, man? I mean, smash the fucking like button. It's free, fam.
Yeah.
You know,
hit the
like that.
Button, people. Hit the like button. You like, hey, welcome back to YouTube again, fam. Like, that's what you have to do. But you have to tell people. People just be chilling in their defense, and also people just be chilling watching it, and they're thinking, I've not hit the like. They're just enjoying.
Yeah, that's cool. I remind you, there's no fucking excuse. You know, like that, man. Hit the like button, and if you ain't subscribed, subscribe as well, because I'm like 100 or something away from 75 or some shit like that.
Let's go, man. You'll get there. No time.
So you lot smash that like button, man. Yeah, I mean, hold tight, Jamie Fletcher. He said, Rants, there's rumors going around saying that Ratcliffe walked away, blood. Well, boy, wouldn't you?
What's the source? Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But the source is life. That's what the source is, blood. When a motherfucker dunks on you with a duffel bag full of cash, what can you do, blood? What are you staying around for?
The fact that it's gone quiet on Ratcliffe, I do like. There's been nothing. Since the initial report came out in Qatar, is nothing. There's nothing.
Bruv, what are you staying around for? You know like that. You know, when man comes with the big money, what are you staying around for, blood? Tell me. It's not that he walked away. It's just that the game's over.
Yeah, so it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Man dropped the big money. You dropped the big money.
Come on, bro. This is exactly, it's over. So when man said he walked away, yeah, like he gave up, bro. Like, he was never in the race, blood. This is what I've been trying to explain to people. He offered these man a completely different deal to what was on the table just to stay in the race in the first place. He knew he could never keep up. You man already heard the analogy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? A man can't go to buy a whip. Do you know what I mean? The whip's 50 bags. And you say to the brother, oh, I'll give you 30 bags, yeah? And you can drive the car on the weekends, blood. And I'll just keep the car during the week and that. Bro, that's the kind of deals man's trying to pull with the Glazers.
That's a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
He never had that kind of money in the first place. A man said, you know what? I'll let you man stay in that. You can still keep it. What kind of broke shit is that? Now I'm saying, like, bro, you just gotta know, bro. If you ain't got money, you shouldn't eat in certain restaurants. You don't go there, yeah, and then order a couple starters and leave, bro. You're broke, fam. If you can't afford a mains, blood, and a drink and that, don't eat there.
Yeah. Just go elsewhere.
Go somewhere else.
Live within your budget, and that's not shut people. I do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going to no expensive restaurant to eat. You know what I'm saying?
But this, bruv, you know, like that. And I know what, bruv, when man go at these, man can afford everything on the menu. You know them what's there. Certain man going to restaurants and seeing that steak. If you can't afford the most expensive thing at the restaurant, you shouldn't be eating in there. I don't care. You know, like that. That's just how it is.
Yeah. It's probably not even worth it. That's the crazy part, man. There ain't no steak that's worth £150, bro.
Do you understand what I'm saying, my guy? You know what I'm saying? It's a mad thing. Man in a restaurant ordering fucking starters and that. Do you know what I mean? Or just going to these posh restaurants just to buy drinks. You know, them man, they just go to the bar, in the restaurant and that. Tell man you went Hakkasan and that, and you was just ordering cocktails and that. You're a dickhead. And things are not serious, bruv. Go home.